Hi, today I'm going to talk about what a suspended chord is. So when you see a chord name that says, for example, Csus, that means C suspended. Let's talk about what that means. So first of all, in review, a C chord is made out of the first 5 notes of the C scale, and you would use notes 1, 3, and 5 relative to C to make a regular C chord. So a C chord is 1, 3, 5 built on the C. So that happens to be a major chord because it has 3 unused notes between the name of the chord and the middle of the chord, and 2 unused notes between the middle of the chord and the top. That's what makes it a major chord. Okay, now that we've reviewed that, let's talk about what it means to suspend the chord. So if it says C suspend 4, that means instead of playing the 3, which is what makes the chord major or minor if it's a C minor chord, you take the 3 of the chord and move it up 1 to the 4th note up from C. So your chord is made out of 1, 4, 5. 4 notes up from the C and 5 notes up. So that is a C suspend 4 chord, and it adds suspense. Therefore, that's why it's called suspended, because you can't tell if it's major or minor until it resolves back to the original chord. So, C suspend 4 means you take the 1, 3, 5 of the C chord and you raise the 3 up to 4. Suspended, resolved, suspended, resolved. So when you're playing a suspend 4 chord, it creates this feeling of suspension because you don't know if it's major or minor. And it also is a tip of the hat to the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. It has elements of those kind of all at once in the suspended chord. So you could also have a suspend 2 chord. That means you take the 3, the middle note of the chord, which is what makes it major or minor, and you suspend it by moving it down to the 2. 1, 2, 5 would be a C suspend 2. So, in review, C chord, C suspend 4, you raise the 3 up to the 4. C chord again, C suspend 2, you lower the 3 down to the 2, and then regular C again. If you see a chord that's called C add 2, that means you're going to add the 2 to the regular 1, 3, 5 of the chord, as opposed to suspending the 3. Replacing the 3 with a 2 or a 4. So there you go. A suspend 4 chord, sometimes just called a suspend chord, means you're replacing the 3 with either the 4, if it says Csus4, or you're replacing the 3 temporarily with a 2. And it creates suspense and makes you want to hear it resolve. C suspend. In addition to being able to suspend the 4 of a major chord, let's move the chord up to D minor here, which is made out of D, F, and A, and the distance between the 1 and the 3 is a minor third. There are 2 unused notes, and the distance between the middle of the chord and the top is a major third, 3 unused notes. So the D minor chord, just like a major chord, could be suspended up to the 4 as well by raising the 3 up to the 4. So D minor suspend 4. It could also just be called D suspend 4, but once you resolve it, you'll want to know if it's resolving to the D minor or to the D major. Woo! So it kind of depends on where you start and what key you're in. So back to a final review here. C chord is made out of 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 5. And I'm using very bad fingering so you can see the keys. So C suspend 4 is made out of 1, 4, 5. And regular C again. C suspend 2 means you replace the 3 of the chord with a 2, and you can't tell temporarily if it's a major or minor chord. Then you resolve it back. So there you go. Suspend 4 chords. Ta-da! Enjoy!